Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Badgers Heavy Hitters. Today I have a guest that his uncle was given time. I'm not quite sure how much time was he given? A life sentence?
35 years.
35 years. And he decided to cheat the state out of their time by doing what?
He killed himself. I just took a bunch of pills while he was in the hole.
So he committed suicide when he was in the hole. Not to say that the hole isn't a very depressing place to be, especially when you're sitting there looking at it. So the hole is a very depressing place to be, especially when you're thinking, wow, this is the remainder of my life, you know.
Right.
So he was your uncle as how related how? Like
through marriage, my step grandpa, his son.
It's his son. So
Yeah.
How close were you guys?
We're not really too close. I mean, I saw him a few times, but I'm just more interested in his story than anything else.
Well, tell us a little bit about his story then.
Yeah, so he was in a gang, I'm not going to say which gang, but
Right.
in San Diego. And then when he was younger, then he moved to Oregon to kind of escape that life. I'm not really too sure what happened, but I mean, we all know.
He took himself with him, right?
Right, yeah.
He took his behaviors and all that stuff with him when he moved, obviously.
Yeah, and he just got in a bunch of trouble. I don't know if he had any prior arrests before he came here, but I imagine he probably did.
Okay. You're in
then
Oregon now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So did he come and live with you, or he came and?
Yeah. Where I live now, that's where he lived. Yeah.
Okay. Go on.
And then he got roped up in drugs, and then I guess he went on like a robbery spree and robbed a bunch of places and kidnapped some people, and then they found him a few months later, and he barricaded himself inside, I guess. And then
inside the house you're at now?
No, inside of some other person's house that they found him at.
Okay.
And they only found out about it through a search warrant.
They found out where he was through a search warrant?
Yeah, because they got a tip, and then they served the search warrant, and he was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you say he barricaded himself, he just told him, I got a gun, don't come in, or
right, yeah.
I have hostages, don't come in. What did he?
No, it was just a gun, don't come in.
Okay.
And then I guess he tried to shoot himself, and he missed. I don't really know how that works, but
yeah, me either.
Yeah.
So, all right. Now this was the person that you live with, brother?
No. I was my grandma.
Okay.
So it was her husband.
I remember you saying that it affected somebody really close to you really bad.
Yeah, my aunt. Yeah, it was her brother. Yeah.
Okay, so she lives up there as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so he goes on a robbery spree. He barricades himself in the house. It ends by him trying to shoot himself, which he fails at.
Right.
He goes to court. He goes to trial. He loses.
Yeah. It wasn't even a trial. It was just guilty. Yeah.
Okay.
And then he ended up getting 20 years, and then he ended up getting another 15 while he was in prison. He was only in there 2 years and got another 15 years.
He caught 15 more years while incarcerated.
Yeah.
Right.
And she said it's through contraband, but there's no way.
No.
Right.
No, absolutely not.
No.
So, obviously, she was trying to keep you in the dark about some things.
Yeah, and she still keeps in touch with his cellmate.
Okay.
So she's still involved in it. I don't know how much, but.
Okay. So, how did this affect her?
I mean, it was just her brother. I mean, she didn't really know him, but they were trying to get to know each other, I guess. And then he ended up getting locked up.
Well, that's a great introduction, you know.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm here. I'm going to go on a robbery spree. I'm going to bring all kinds of heat to your house. I'm going to
Right.
bring all kinds of misery into your life. Um, yeah, drugs will do that to family after family. So,
Yeah.
how did it affect you, Levi?
Well, I didn't really know about it until I just started asking around more recently, and I actually found the video of that was on the news where he was barricaded in the house on the news.
Okay.
That took a lot of digging around, but I did find that video.
Any chance you can shoot me that video?
Yeah, I'll have to. If that works, I'll have to email it to you. You get
Okay,
an email or
that's
whatever.
fine.
I'll get it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me know. I mean, how did it affect everybody around, grandma included?
Yeah, I mean, people were just irritated and they kind of saw it coming because of
So
what he was doing before.
this was all sort of foreseen, in other words.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's really sad, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and this was like in 2002, I think, when he died. But
Okay. Yeah. So you must have just been a pup. How old
oh
are you?
yeah, I'm 23, so I was what 5, 6. Yeah.
Okay, I see. So
Yeah.
is it still the presence still felt up there?
Yeah, no, not really.
Well, I mean, to some degree, it must be because
I mean,
your aunt is still involved in it.
yeah, she's the only one. And nobody else has really said anything.
Okay. So,
So
um, man, that's some heavy stuff, you know. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought about it a couple times myself. You know,
yeah,
like I thought, wow, this is what life has in store for me. Shit sandwich,
right,
shit sandwich. You know, Levi's
right.
waiting on a package to come in, so he's just sharing a few minutes with us.
Yeah, they got somebody coming to pick up a couch. So
Right. So, all right. Well, is there anything else you'd care to share about the story?
no, other than I just like to know more, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But I just kind of wanted to know why he would escape from like the gang life and then go into robberies and I mean obviously it had to do with drugs, but
Well, I could tell you why. Absolutely. Yeah, because, you know, in the program, we have what we call steps. And through those steps, we get in touch with ourselves. We figure out who
right,
we are. We figure out what our character defects are. And apparently, he didn't do any of that. He just, you know, he just moved and brought himself with
right,
him, you know, which
yeah,
a lot of people do. Everybody thinks that they can just move and everything's going to be okay. And
yeah,
it's not going to happen like that. If you don't working on yourself, you're going to bring you with you, as you know, your family paid the price for that, the ultimate price.
right.
So
And I mean I understand. I'm in a program too. I do AA and stuff like that, trying to stay good on that.
trying
Definitely,
means lying.
right.
So,
Yeah, it's hard, but
well,
working on it.
yeah, man. But keep in mind, I mean, you have a prime example. He laid it out for you. What could happen?
Yeah.
That could be your future as well.
Yeah, I have a friend who's looking at 25 years for killing her kid. So
For killing your kid?
yeah, that's a whole different story. I'd love to tell that story. I got a lot of more details on that. But
Well, we're here. Get
you're right.
started.
Yeah, she I guess woke up from a nap and her kid was dead, and then they decided to press charges on that. And she's been in jail for a year, and she decided to not take the deal. She was only going to get 2 years. She took the deal. Then she's going to trial instead. Now looking at 25 years.
So you got me lost, bro. She woke up
Yeah,
from a nap and her kid was dead. That doesn't make
right,
sense.
right. I don't get it either. She won't tell me anything, but other than that, she refused the deal. Now probably going to do 25 years. They say the prosecutor says she killed her kid.
What was the cause of death?
I don't know.
You said you had a lot more information on
Well,
this.
right, but I don't know a ton, but I mean, I would imagine suffocation. I mean, I haven't seen the reports, but
Was
she's
there
just
Was there a newspaper article out?
Yeah, there is. I'll send you that. I'll send you that.
All right. And what did it say the cause of death was in the paper?
They said it was unfounded. They didn't know yet.
Well, I don't know how they could charge her on
Right.
unfounded, you know. Oregon sounds like it's got some funny laws, especially if someone got 15 years for contraband.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So.
You know, I would think I would stay away from OSP. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that.
So you watch my show and you watch some other shows. Do you watch it to learn from our mistakes? What's the reason for watching it?
Well, for yours, I guess it was more mistakes. Other people just for the stories.
And for mine, for what?
For just learning from mistakes.
Right. Well, I appreciate that. You know.
Yeah.
Does Grandma ever discuss any of this?
No, she's not into it. I got her to watch the show Locked Up today for the first time, but.
No. Does she ever discuss her son?
No.
No.
Nothing.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, the footwork's been laid for you as what not to do, you know? So, yeah, I would like very much if you would send me the video on the, you know, the news clipping on that or whatever, as well as your friend, you know?
Yeah.
So I just don't understand how you get offered a deal for 2 years and then you don't take it, and then you get your next deal is 25 to life. Something had to have changed. Like they figured out the cause of death. Something had to have changed.
Right.
So, I mean, the same thing was with my last guest, Mitch Smiley. He was offered 3 years and he turned it down. He ended up getting 15 to life and he did 38 years on that.
Right.
So did you see that?
I did see it. I've been watching, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know.
Take the deal.
No, not always, my boy. Not always. But yeah, most times that is advisable, you know. Usually when they got you, they got you.
Right.
You know. Well, Levi, is there anything else you'd like to add to this?
No, I think that's it for now. I will send you that information though.
All right, cool. I'm looking forward to that. I'll hold off on posting this until then.
Yeah.
And, we'll go from there. So I thank you for coming on the show. You know, it just goes to prove though that, you know, one person could just tear up a household so terribly, you know. Is there like a romantic interest with your aunt and this guy?
No.
No, it's just being a pen pal, being solid, that, you know, there for him.
Yeah, I think so.
Was that his cellie when he committed suicide? Oh no, he was in the hole, right?
Well, there was 2 people in the hole. Here, at that facility, they had 2 people.
2 manholes. All right. So, all right. Well, gee, I mean, you got anything to add?
No, I think that's it. I think that's it.
You know, I think you need to keep pushing with what you're doing with the program.
Yeah.
Have you worked the steps?
I'm trying. I went to one meeting. I got to keep
lying. What'd you say? You're lying?
No, I'm trying.
Yeah, I heard I'm lying. That's what I thought I heard.
No, I'm trying. No, I went to one meeting.
Well, did you get cured from that one meeting?
No. I got to keep going.
You know, I highly recommend anybody work the steps, whether they're an alcoholic, an addict, or not. You know what I mean? It's just a design for living. So, you know, if you don't have a sponsor, then I suggest getting a sponsor. And when you ask for a sponsor, you ask for somebody who works steps.
Yeah.
You know, because believe it or not, you probably have some character defects you want to get rid of as well.
Yeah.
You know, so, all right. Well, thank you for coming on, Levi. I'll wait for the clippings and then I'll post this. And,
all right.
You know, keep watching Heavy Hitters and whoever else you support, you know.
Yeah, I totally will.
All right, my boy. You have a good day, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Respect.
Bye-bye.
Bye.